So anyway, let me redo this right quick because I just started recording. This is our CASHTRAP. This is our CASHTRAP 3.0. And when we come, it was CASHTRAP 2.0 and it went to CASHTRAP 3.0 right about the week before we got here. And the difference is not only is it doing 95% of the work for you, like whatever the hell all this stuff is, it's calculating it, and it's putting you a score, right? See, like if we took this trade, we would have just won big time. We would have just won big time. Every 5 minutes, it scans and it puts out new trades, USD JPY. It has got the currency strength meter right here. You see that? You see how it's like 53, 51? I don't think that's far enough apart to take. But hell, it sure did. But and I wouldn't have took that because it was just a 2 currency. But see, now it's jumping. Okay. But I don't ever want to just pull up some kind of technology. I don't want to ever just pull up some kind of tool, a trading system, and not know what the hell it's doing. Okay. I want to know, what is this? What is that? What's all that? What is all that? What are these lines? What is this down here? I want to know what it's doing, and I want you guys to be educated to know what it's doing, okay? The people that are using this CASHTRAP every day, they're making massive amounts of money. D.L. Woods, his trading account is $3.5 million, and 9 months ago, he knew nothing about trading. He didn't know what Forex was. He didn't know what HFX was. He didn't know anything about anything until he came to this company, okay? So I want you guys to be educated, okay? I don't want you to just blindly be taking trades, not knowing what all of this stuff is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it back to CASHTRAP 2.0. And we're going to see.
On this computer, and it is now recorded. Commonly used to indicate temporarily overbought or oversold conditions. Then, check this out. It really means the relative strength index. So I'm gonna read it to you. The relative strength index, RSI, is most commonly used to indicate temporarily overbought or oversold conditions in a market. So basically saying, okay, if the market gets too high, that means it's overbought. It has to come back down. If the market gets too low, it's oversold, right? It has to come back up. I want y'all to understand that the market lives for equilibrium, so it must always balance out. And that's what this indicator is here for. An intraday, which means day trading, Forex trading strategy can be devised to take advantage of indications from the RSI that a market is overextended and therefore likely to retrace. The RSI is a widely used technical indicator and an oscillator that indicates a market is overbought when the RSI value is over 70 and indicates oversold conditions when RSI readings are under.
Did y'all catch that? Okay. It indicates a currency pair being overbought when the value goes above 70. Okay. And oversold when it goes under 30. So let me back up a second. Please don't let me lose her. Okay, we're again in a second. Okay. And I want to show you guys. Okay, down here is your RSI. Right. Okay, so down here is going to be your RSI. Okay, down here. Right, when it gets up here, we're going to be overbought. When it gets down here, it'll be oversold. Okay, so when something's overbought, what are we looking for it to do? Just guess. If something is overbought, what are we looking for it to do? Drop it in the chat. Yes. And if something is oversold, what are we looking for? That would have been 2 trades we would have won. Exactly. Okay. Just make sure y'all get that.
30. Okay. Some traders in analysis prefer to use the more extreme readings of 80 and 20 A weakness of the RSI, this is the con of the RSI, right? I know some of y'all may be depending on the RSI and stochastic, but that's not the only thing you should depend on. You should use it as a clue. So check this out. A weakness of the RSI is that sudden sharp price movements can cause it to spike repeatedly up or down, and thus it is prone to giving false signals. However, if those spikes or falls show a trading confirmation when compared with other signals, it could signal an entry or exit point. So this is a pretty good indicator, but this will not win you the trade. It will only give you a clue. Drop a 2 in the chat if you understand everything that I just said. This will not win you the trade. It will only give you a clue of what's happening in the market. So for those of you depending strictly on RSI, don't do that, all right?
Don't do that.
So let me actually show you where the RSI is, right? So on Hourglass, the RSI actually consists of 70 and 30. 70 being the higher line right here, and 30 being the lower line right here. So anything above 70 is overbought, and it must come back down to the middle, right? If I look to the left, look how everything is towards the middle. Everything is towards the middle. Anything that is overbought always comes back down to the 50. So I'm gonna repeat it. Anything overbought is above 70. Anything oversold is below 30. Where it's 30, it's the lower line, right? It's the lower line right here, okay? This must come down to the middle. This must come up to the middle. It's just the way the market works, all right? Cool. That's the RSI. Now, let's go read everything else. Now we got the Bollinger Bands. Okay. Bollinger Bands are a form of technical analysis.
Don't ever come to training without your notebook, so you guys should be writing all of this down and taking really good notes.
That traders use to plot trend lines. Now, when we talk about trend lines, I went over how to understand the market yesterday. How do we spot a trend line? A trend line is a consistent trend of higher and higher lows and lower highs in the market. Bollinger Bands basically help you indicate that. Bollinger Bands are a form of technical analysis that traders use to plot trend lines that are 2 standard deviations away from the simple moving average price of a security. The goal is to help a trader know when to enter or exit a position by identifying when an asset has been overbought or oversold. Bollinger Bands were designed by John Bollinger. That's crazy. So we have the RSI, and it's basically showing you the overbought and oversold conditions. Cool. The Bollinger Band is for entries, and it's showing you when the market is overbought and oversold. So those correlate, right? Bollinger Bands help by signaling changes in volatility for general steady ranges of a security such as many currency pairs. Bollinger Bands act as relatively clear signals for buying and selling. This can result in stop outs and frustrating losses. These are the cons, so listen carefully. I'm gonna repeat it. This can result in stop outs and frustrating losses. So traders consider other factors when placing trades in relation to the Bollinger Bands. So if you're only relying on the Bollinger Bands, you will not win. Let me repeat that. If you are only relying on the Bollinger Bands, you will not win this trade.
Okay, so I'm guessing it doesn't look like any Bollinger Bands that I've ever seen, but these right here, these that we were wondering what they are, and these down here, I'm betting they are Bollinger Bands. Okay, that would, you see that? I'm guessing these are your Bollinger Bands. pretty positive anyway.
Now let me actually show you what the Bollinger Bands are. Double click on here. This red line.
Okay.
So let me do it like this. All right.
Thanks, baby. I love you, Eva.
Where did I put it at? Will it let me type on here? It should. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it is. So red Bollinger Band. Equals sell. All right. Now, equals buy. That's crazy. So it just erased it. I guess because it's repopulating every time. So, all right, I'm not even gonna type it, but look, this red line is a Bollinger.
Did y'all write that down? Red Bollinger Band is what? Put it in the chat.
Let's go. See what this one looks like. I did it. I found a perfect SpongeBob popsicle.
Yes. Sell is another word for. Yes. Okay. So green Bollinger Band is.
Still at the beach, and I am on a mission today to find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle at the beach. But we have one problem.
And what is it called?
So basically,
The green Bollinger Bands are called, which are five. Very good. Very good. All right. See, I want y'all to see. I just think it's going to be better if you know the logistics behind how this works.
Bollinger Band. This means sell. Every time we look at the red Bollinger Band, we think of sell. Every time we look at the green Bollinger Band, it equals buy. Now let me show you how price actually reacts, right? How price actually reacts to the Bollinger Bands. So we got our red Bollinger. We have our EMA. Let's do the middle.
So she advised I go to play cards, and I was just there. They don't have to. Always think it's such an easy challenge. You go out and buy SpongeBob popsicles, you open them. No, it's like you go to 15 million.
And we got our green Bollinger Band, right?
Single one. It's the saddest challenge ever. Okay, I found a 7-Eleven. No clue if they have SpongeBob popsicles, but
Let's look at the EMA on Hourglass. It's going to be this line right here. The EMA. So you see, you got your red Bollinger Bands at the top. You got your green Bollinger Bands at the bottom. And then you got an EMA going through the middle. Which, if I had to guess, that would probably be the EMA.
That'll be tough. Maybe I'll find like a fan that watches my video and be like, here's a SpongeBob popsicle. We're like 3 minutes away, which isn't bad.
Now, the black line that I'm about to use is price. So if price actually comes up to the red Bollinger Band, it will not break this Bollinger Band. What will happen? It will reject off this Bollinger Band. It'll come back down. Correct? So look, I'm gonna put an S for a selling position. Correct? Now, when price hits this green line, it will not break through. It will reverse and go back towards the resistance, the red Bollinger Band, right? This plays resistance, this plays support, if you understand what support and resistance actually is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a buy.
But we gotta do it. This is the closest we'll ever be to bikini bottom. So let's see if we can find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle. Oh, thankfully they're still frozen. We're good. Okay, here we go.
Why it sounds so low? I'm confused. Can everybody hear me? Drop a 3 in the chat if you can hear me right now.
This one's got blood splatter all over it. Those teeth aren't perfect. This
All right, cool.
number one is a failure. You're disgusting.
Bring me a backpack and
I'm gonna place a buy right here.
Here we go.
Correct. Because what's gonna happen, the price is gonna reverse back up to here, and so on, so on. So I want you to know sometimes that the EMA that's in the middle, it can play support and resistance. So sometimes the EMA may come here, it may hit one of these. So this could indicate
Please. My camera's overheating. I don't have much
a
time.
buy too. Okay.
Third bee on this rabbit teeth, another horrible one.
This could indicate a buy too.
This is the last one.
Now price is actually coming back up here, coming down, and boom. You already know it's gonna buy. The price could come here and not break through this EMA, and what's gonna happen? It's gonna sell back down. And this could indicate a sell.
Especially if I'm at the hot beach. Popsicles. He's loving it over there. They are perfect looking. I'm not happy. I'm pretty disappointed.
All right, now, does everybody understand how price reacts inside of the Bollinger Bands? Let me know. Does everybody understand how?
Well, I'm at the hotel, and sadly, as
Yeah,
a
it is,
failure. I tried opening 4 SpongeBob popsicles. I had to go.
markets are consolidating. Woo, Lord, we'd have made some money on that. We would have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in a row just on that pair. Okay, do y'all see that? Do y'all understand? Do y'all see what he's talking about? How price reacts in between these bands? You see, it ain't coming below this, is it? And it's not coming above it either. And yet I would bet your sweet bottom that if you've ever seen a time where it come out of this Bollinger Band, like right here, that it snapped right back up in, that it snapped right back. So do y'all see? Do y'all see? Do y'all see? Is everybody with us so far? If you're not, if you are, put 333 in the comments. Great. Okay.
How price reacts in the Bollinger Bands? If you do, say yes. Pretty simple.
I'm only buying 6 popsicles.
All right, now, those are Bollinger Bands. Cool.
Number 2 was also having a rough day with early whites.
Now we go to the stochastic oscillator. So the stochastic oscillator is a momentum indicator comparing a particular closing price of a security to a range of its prices over a certain period of time. The sensitivity of the oscillator to market movements is reducible by adjusting that time period or by taking a moving average of the result. It is used to generate overbought and oversold trading signals. Now, this is the 3rd time I've seen overbought and oversold. You can't use all of these alone, but you can use them together to give you a trade, to give you a position in the market.
Y'all remember what confluence is? It is multiple confirmations that the market is going to go in the way that you think it's going to go. Confirmations equals a better trade, okay? So,
So that should tell you that all the confirmations that I'm about to tell you, you need to use them together in order for you to win the trade, right? Cool.
SpongeBob popsicle picture. We gotta find some.
What does the stochastic oscillator tell you? The stochastic oscillator is range bound, meaning it is always between 0 and 100. This makes it a useful indicator of overbought and oversold conditions. Traditionally, reading over 80 are considered in the overbought range, and readings under 20 are considered oversold. However, these are not always indicative of impending reversals. I just read to you the pros. Now here comes the con. Now here comes the cons. All right. Very strong trends can maintain overbought or oversold conditions for an extended period. Instead, traders should look to changes in the stochastic oscillator for clues about future trend shifts.
So what it looks like to me is, ooh, down here at the bottom, it'll tell us which one is which, but it looks like,
As most of you know, I'm on a mission trying to find a second perfect SpongeBob popsicle. Now I'm torturing myself. For every day I don't find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, I have to pay one and hide it somewhere in my house.
it looks like,
So I definitely tortured myself. Maybe today will come where I find a second perfect SpongeBob popsicle and I'll be setting up a perfect SpongeBob popsicle page museum.
maybe,
Definitely go to that. Okay, well this concludes day one of making a perfect SpongeBob popsicle every day until I find a second perfect.
maybe the top one is the stochastic and the bottom is the RSI. We'll look. We'll figure it out.
Okay, key word, it says clues. Now, this doesn't mean, okay, the market is oversold, it's finna buy. No, it's giving you a clue that it could potentially buy. It's giving you a clue that right now the momentum in the market is headed down, but it's not gonna be going down for too much longer. Okay, use the indicators as clues. Keyword clues. Now let's go over the stochastic oscillator.
I wanted to be the first TikToker to own two perfect SpongeBob popsicles, and as of yesterday, these two beat me to it. You thought I'd give up, right? No.
Cool. So the stochastic oscillator consists of 80
So today I have 5 popsicles.
and it consists of 20, right? Consists of 20. Anything above the 80 is overbought and must come back down to the middle, to the 50.
This was a lucky one.
Anything that is oversold must cross the 30
Number 4 was
and must come back up to the 50.
I know that there's 2 more perfect SpongeBob popsicles out there.
Drop a 7 in the chat if you understand the stochastic oscillator and what it is for.
I still want to be the first TikToker to find 4 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. I already have 1 perfect SpongeBob popsicle, so we only need 3 more perfect ones to make this happen. We're only at 3 SpongeBob popsicles.
All right, so now that y'all understand the basic fundamentals of the market, now I can actually get into the confirmations and how to look for everything. All right.
Popsicle number 2, he had some messed up teeth and some dirt behind.
Let's go to the PowerPoint. Let's go to the PowerPoint. CASHTRAP 2.0. Okay.
And a set of derby eyes. This isn't the end SpongeBob popsicles. This isn't the end.
So this is the overview, top 5 scanner in IM, easy as HFS strategy to learn. 5 currency pairs. I'm pretty sure they should be adding more currency in the future, but right now we only got a few to work with, right? So when we're trading on pocket options or any of your brokers, you want to make sure the payout percentage is higher than 70%. CASHTRAP results. This is actually an old PowerPoint. As y'all know, Matty Pilts has won way more than 74. He definitely has a new record, right? This is the HFS go live schedule. You probably can't even see this, so check this out. I will actually send the schedule in the chat when I'm done with this. Also,
do you guys see all of the HFX prices that we have available every day? This is Sunday. This is Monday. They trade on all of these. Lots of money.
with the PowerPoint. Now, step 1. Look at the arrows. So if you see an up arrow, that means call. Call means buy. Okay? If you see a down arrow, a red arrow, that means put. Put means sell. This is 50 to 60% accuracy. This is the first thing that you look for. You want it to be a check-off process. The computer algorithm is already telling you, okay, hey, we're seeing buys, we're seeing sales, so pay attention. Now, let's go to the next step. Step 2, currency strength meter. The first currency is stronger equals 1 point for a call. So that means if the primary currency is stronger, that's 1 point for a buy, aka a call. If the secondary currency is stronger, that's 1 point for a put. Put as far as sell, looking for selling positions in the market. If the currencies are the same, it's a call or put. It's either or. 70 to 80% accuracy. Now this is an example. If we are looking at USD CAD, will we be looking for a call or a put? Keep in mind, this is the currency strength meter right here. This is the primary currency, and this is the secondary currency. If we was to look at this, y'all let me know in the chat. What are we looking for, a call or a put?
Just scared me. He had long bunny rabbit teeth. He looked like he was staring at me. There was blood on the side of his head. Yeah, not perfect. Hopefully it looks like the one on my back. Here we go.
Cool, cool. So y'all already starting to catch on. Y'all starting to catch on.
Let's go buy some more SpongeBob.
Now, step 3, look for the crosses on the RSI and the stochastic. If you get a cross up, that's 1 point for a call, aka a buy. If you get a cross down, that's 1 call for a put or for a sell. Now, if we look right here, you can see that the market is obviously overbought and it's crossing back down. If you look down here, the market is overbought, it's crossing back down, it's oversold, and it's crossing back up. But I'm gonna actually go to Hourglass and show you in real time.
And finally, number 5. Here we go.
I'm gonna show you in real time. So if we're looking for a sell, the market is gonna be up here. Market is gonna be up here. This is overbought, right? If this is 70. The tip of price is at 98. So obviously it got to come back down. So of course it is overbought, but we're looking for the sell. We're looking for the cross. We're looking for the cross. Boom. We're looking for that to happen. And usually what I do when I see a currency pair that I like and I see it all in a great setup, I start at the higher line or the lower line, depending on what position I'm looking at. I would go to my ruler and I would measure down 9. Click right here. I would go to my horizontal line.
We don't have to do any.
And I will put a green line.
CASHTRAP now does
at the
all of
tip
this
this
for
area.
us.
I know for a fact when it passes my 9, that price is gone. Vice versa. I'm gonna go to a oversold market. I know when price is oversold. Why? Because this is my 20. Price is at 8. Cool. We're looking for the cross. We're looking for the cross up on the 20. That's a confirmation for a buy. But first, if I see the setup, I'm gonna start at my lower line at my 20 and I'm gonna measure up 9. Every time it passes my 9, price is gone. Drop a 2 in the chat if you understand everything I just said. Of course, I'm gonna tell y'all to drop numbers. I'm making sure everybody's engaged. I need to know that y'all are paying attention. Cool. The same thing on the RSI, okay? The same exact thing when it comes to the RSI. I'm not gonna go over and explain it again because it's the same principle. Anything above the 70, overbought. Anything below the 30 is oversold. We want to see it crossing up, all right? That's 1 point. Next. The green Bollinger Band is for a call. That's down here. It's for a buy. I already told you the green Bollinger Band, we're thinking buy. 1 point for a call. Okay. Red Bollinger Band, a sell, a put. That's 1 point. Now, I want you to pay attention to the point system. 3 points is a good trade, so only risk 1% of your account. But check this out. I'm not trying to get 3 points. I'm trying to get 4 or 5. I want great.
Do you guys see this? 4 points, great trade, 2% risk, 5 or more, 3%. Write that down in your notes, guys.
Or amazing. I don't want good. I'm looking for great or amazing because great and amazing means that I have a higher percentage in the market of winning. I have a higher percentage in the market at winning. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Some of y'all only look for great trades. Some of y'all only look for great trades. Nah, some of y'all only look for good trades, right? So that's probably why y'all lose some trades because you only get 3 indicators. You only get 3 clues. Now let's actually go onto the chart right now, okay? So we're looking at EuroCAD. So what am I looking at first? I'm looking at the arrow. It says put. So that's basically telling me, okay, the algorithm is telling me that the market is about to sell. Cool. Next, I'm gonna go over here to the currency strength meter. Is the secondary currency appreciating over the primary currency? No, I only have 1 point. Okay. I'm looking for 4 or 5. Let me go to my stochastic. Is price oversold? Oversold in this area? No. Is price oversold in this area? No. I would not enter this trade. I'm gonna look for another one. Okay. USD CAD. Okay. Let's call in a call. It's telling me that it's about to buy.
So that's 1 point.
First, I got a call. I look at the currency strength meter. The secondary currency is appreciating over the primary currency, so I still got 1 point. I look at the Bollinger Band. Okay, price is actually rejecting off the Bollinger Band. So that's 2 points. Green Bollinger Band equals a buy. So I didn't go over this right here. Anytime you see a buy right here and price is at the green Bollinger Band and it's saying call, that's an extra point, right? So right now we have 3 points. Stochastic, okay? Stochastic, price is oversold. But what are we looking for? What are we looking for?
So
Price to cross this 9. We're looking for price to actually cross this 9 right here, right? So it's oversold and we're looking for the market to cross up. This is not oversold yet, but those are 4 confirmations. Those are 4 confirmations, all right?
now we're not going to have to know any of this because it does all of the work for us. But do you guys see and understand the point system? I'm going to drop it in the chat. Are y'all understanding? Is there anybody that did not understand how he just went through that trade with the point system? Great. Okay. All right. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. We about to win so big because you know the ideology behind that little score right there.
Let's go to EU. Now let's go to EuroCAD. This was 9 minutes ago. So they called a call right here, right? They called a call right here. So let me explain this trade. Let me explain this trade. These green lines are predetermined levels, basically support and resistance, right? Right, 9 pips. To why you use the 9 though. All right, so check this out. So I actually back tested everything because when I was using the simple scalper, I kept losing. Like it was a point in time where I would get all of my, you know what I'm saying, indicators in line, but I would lose. So I realized that, okay, let me go look at my momentum-based indicators because obviously the market wasn't getting enough momentum. It would spike back down. So I tried different numbers. Let me measure up 9. I'm gonna enter when it passes this. I tried 3 first. 3 did not work. I tried 6. 6 did not work. I tried 9 and 9 worked every single time. I want to say I probably had an 83% chance when I used my 9. Okay, so it's very efficient. So this is what we're looking for as far as entries. When you have everything lined up, and this is just, you know, if you have all of your analysis, you're looking for a rejection of this candle. You're still looking for a great entry. Even though everything is lining up, you want to make sure that your candlesticks is telling you what it's supposed to be telling you. For example, if it called a buy right here, but it was on this candle, we're not going to enter it yet. We're going to wait for price to reject off here to shoot back up. Then we will enter. By the time that happens, price probably will be crossed above the 9 on the stochastic and above the 9 on the RSI. Okay, let's go to another setup. Okay, right here is a perfect setup. I'm not gonna lie. Right here is a perfect setup. I see put. Cool. Price is at the Bollinger Band and support, and resistance. So I already have 3 points. Okay. Euro USD is calling a put. Boom. I don't get a point on the currency meter because it's calling for a sell. The USD should be stronger. A sell popped up right here. Boom. That's 4 points. The stochastic is overbought, and the RSI is overbought. Now I'm just waiting for it to cross down on my 9. Okay. So I zoom in. I'm still waiting for this candle to form right here. I'm still waiting on this rejection. So I'm just gonna wait. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna measure up my 9s. I'm gonna measure up my 9s. Waiting for everything.
Y'all count that up right quick and tell me in the chat how many points you see right there. It was a put. The Bollinger Band. How many points do y'all see?
To cross. Waiting for everything to cross. Still got to be patient.
It's a put.
We got about 2 minutes. Remember, if you're
Off
trading
the
on a
Bollinger
5-minute
Band.
time frame, we're going for 3-minute
That's
trades.
a sell.
If you're trading on a 5-minute time frame,
Pass the oversold. Overbought and pass the overbought.
We wait for these to cross. Waiting for this to cross. But so far, while we waiting on this to cross, can y'all drop a 5 in the chat if y'all been understanding everything that I've been teaching so far?
We about to make so much money. HFX.
Cool. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have to play the waiting game sometimes. You gotta be patient. As you can see on my stochastic, it's crossing. It's crossing. Cool. That's one confirmation. We got about 1 minute left. Let's see what happens on this next counter. Let's see what happens on this next candle. Now, some of y'all would have been anxious and hopped in for 30 seconds or 45 seconds. Y'all probably would have cleared. But I'm not gonna lie, when you jump in for 30 and 45 seconds, you're not giving price enough time to actually fluctuate. Unless you're using the golden nugget. Now, the golden nugget, you can do that, but you're not giving it enough time. See what happened when it didn't cross the 9 and rejected, right? So if you was actually in this trade for the time you was in it, probably wouldn't have cleared if you would have hopped in too early. And think about it, we always want to hop in at close to the beginning of the next candle. But you want to wait till these cross though. So let's see what's gonna happen next. Let's see what's gonna happen next. So that's crazy. It repopulated. Everything repopulated. It didn't cross the 9 and everything repopulated. That's crazy. That's crazy. Drop a fire emoji in the chat if that's crazy. The 9 is powerful. It didn't cross the 9, it rejected back, right? But like I said, look, see what happened? That's crazy. They even changed the whole trade up because it didn't cross that certain area. This is something that I actually been back testing. So if you want to be sure in winning, make sure you be patient.
Okay.
Don't enter too early. Wait till the time is right. All right.
But I do wish that he would play this all the way through, because what is price doing? It's hitting the outside of that Bollinger Band. So what's going to happen? Is it's going to snap it back down? But I see what he's saying for us to get our ruler. And golly, I'm gonna have to. I'm on my Mac. I trade on my yeah. I trade on my I trade on my other computer. Like, I don't know how to expand this area. Oh, okay. But what he is saying is to get your ruler. Oh, wait. Well, it does it for us, don't it? What you'll do is you'll get your ruler, and if it comes up over this, to get your ruler and go down 9. So we would actually wait for price to come down to about right there. Past that, and then we would enter.
All right, cool. So that's pretty much the end of this training. Does anybody have any questions or concerns? Let me know. Does anybody have any questions or concerns?
You did a really good job. Do y'all have any questions?
Can you briefly go over the indicators, 4 and 5? All right, cool.
Five minutes. 5 minutes. I don't have a 5-minute trades. This is set up to do 5-minute trades. 5-minute trades. Now, I wanted to have a class on this every night this week. That's going to be what I'm guessing just by looking at it. It's going to be the 50
and it's not yellow, it's black. And generally, as a general rule in trading Forex, HFX, if something is above the 50, it's buying. If it's below the 50, it's selling. So what I'm imagining is that this is the 50 EMA, which is like the middle. And as you can see, when price goes above it, it's buying. When price goes below it, it's selling. So what I'm imagining that is the 50. Now I wanted to have a, yeah, you're welcome, honey. You're fine. You're fine. I wanted to have a class every night this week. I'm not sure that's going to happen tomorrow night or Thursday. Chloe's got her first football game. So Cameron is going to pop in one night this week. What night? We don't know. It's going to be a surprise. And just want to make sure that you guys come. Okay. So he is going to pop in one night and we're going to do his strategy. Okay. So maybe Wednesday. He's been killing it. He's got a strategy. He's going to show y'all that he's just been absolutely killing it on HFX. But you do, to get his strategy, you do have to be an active member in Team Favor. Okay. So let's go. Let's grow. Let's go. Let's be free. Let's make this money. I love you guys. If you need me, just message me.